Hi everyone, 미리암쌤의 내용법 이미리암입니다. 일단 제가 한 문장을 읽고 학생분이 다시 따라 읽고 그리고 해석을 보면서 넘어가도록 할게요. 시작해 볼게요.
Sarah is in her car. She's on her way to work. She's driving to work. This means she's driving now at the time of speaking. The action is not finished. I'm doing something means I started doing it and I haven't finished. I'm in the middle of doing it. Please don't make so much noise. I'm trying to work. Where's Mark? He's taking a shower. Let's go out now. It isn't raining anymore. How's your new job? Are you enjoying it? What's all that noise? What's going on? Sometimes the action is not happening at the time of speaking. Steve is talking to a friend on the phone. He says, I'm reading a really good book right now. It's about a man who... Steve says, I'm reading. But he's not reading the book at the time of speaking. He means that he has started reading the book but has not finished it yet. He is in the middle of reading it. Kate wants to work in Italy, so she's learning Italian. But perhaps she isn't learning Italian at the time of speaking. Some friends of mine are building their own house. They hope to finish it next summer. You're working hard today. Yes, I have a lot to do. The company I work for isn't doing so well this year. Is your English getting better? The population of the world is increasing very fast. At first, I didn't like my job, but I'm starting to enjoy it now. We say we use the simple present to talk about things in general. We use it to say that something happens all the time or repeatedly, or that something is true in general. Nurses take care of patients in hospitals. I usually leave for work at 8 a.m. The earth goes around the sun. The coffee shop opens at 7:30 in the morning. Alex is a bus driver, but now he's asleep in bed. He's not driving a bus, but he drives a bus. Where do you come from? I come from Japan. I don't travel a lot. What does this word mean? Rice doesn't grow in cold climate. I get up at 8 every morning. How often do you go to the dentist? Julia doesn't drink coffee very often. Michael usually plays tennis 2 or 3 times a week. What do you do? I work in a store. He's always so lazy. He doesn't do anything to help us. I promise I won't be late. What do you suggest I do? I suggest that you We use the continuous for things happening at or around the time of speaking. The action is not complete. The water is boiling. Be careful. Listen to those people. What language are they speaking? Let's go out. It isn't raining now. I'm busy. What are you doing? I'm getting hungry. Let's go and eat. Kay wants to work in Italy, so she's learning Italian. The population of the world is increasing very fast. We use the continuous for temporary situations. I'm living with some friends until I find a place of my own. You're working hard today. Yes, I have a lot to do. We use the simple for things in general or things that happen repeatedly. It doesn't rain very much in the summer. What do you usually do on weekends? I always get hungry in the afternoon. Most people learn to swim when they are children. Water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me, do you speak English? Every day, the population of the world increases by about 200,000 people. I lost my keys again. I'm always losing them. We use the simple for permanent situations. My parents live in Vancouver. They have lived there their whole lives. Joe isn't lazy. He works hard most of the time. I always go to work by car. Eric is never satisfied. He's always complaining. You're always looking at your phone. Don't you have anything else to do? We use continuous forms for actions and events that have started but haven't finished. Some words are not normally used in this way. I'm hungry. I want something to eat. Do you understand what I mean? Anna doesn't seem very happy right now. I think Mary is Canadian, but I'm not sure. What do you think of my idea? I'm thinking about what happened. I often think about it. Nikki is thinking of giving up her job. Do you see that man over there? The room smells bad. Let's open a window. The soup doesn't taste very good. You look well today. You're looking well today. How do you feel now? How are you feeling now? I usually feel tired in the morning. I can't understand why he's being so selfish. He isn't usually like that. The path is icy, don't slip. Don't worry, I'm being very careful. He never thinks about other people. He's very selfish. I don't like to take risks. I'm a very careful person. Sam is sick. Are you tired? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was an Australian musician and composer. He lived from 1756 to 1791. He started composing at the age of 5 and wrote more than 600 pieces of music. He was only 35 years old when he died. I work in a travel agency now. I worked in a department store before. They invited us to their party, but we decided not to go. The police stopped me on my way home last night. Lauren passed her exam because she studied very hard. Mozart wrote more than 600 pieces of music. We saw Alice in town a few days ago. I went to the movies 3 times last week. It was cold, so I shut the window. I enjoyed the party a lot. Did you enjoy it? How many people did they invite to the wedding? I didn't buy anything because I didn't have any money. Did you go out? No, I didn't. What did you do on the weekend? I didn't do anything. I was annoyed because they were late. Was the weather good when you were on vacation? They weren't able to come because they were so busy. I wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat anything. Did you go out last night or were you too tired? Yesterday, Karen and Joe played tennis. They started at 10 and finished at 11:30. So at 10:30, they were playing tennis. What were you doing at 10 last night? I waved to Hannah, but she wasn't looking. We were walking home when we met Dan. Kate was watching TV when we arrived. When Karen arrived, we were having dinner. We walked home after the party last night. Matt called while we were having dinner. Kate watched TV a lot when she was sick last year. It was raining when I got up. I saw you in the park yesterday. You were sitting on the grass and reading a book. I hurt my back while I was working in the yard. I was walking along the road when I saw them. So I stopped and we talked for a while. When Karen arrived, we had dinner. We're good friends. We knew each other well. I was enjoying the party, but Chris wanted to go home. Have you traveled a lot, Liz? Yes, I've been to lots of places. Really? Have you ever been to China? Yes, I've been to China twice. What about India? No, I haven't been to India. When we talk about a period of time that continues from the past until now, we use the present perfect. Have you ever eaten caviar? We've never had the car. I don't know what the movie is about. I haven't seen it. Susan really loves that book. She's read it 3 times. It's a really boring movie. It's the most boring movie I've ever seen. Have you heard anything from Ben recently? I've met a lot of people in the last few days. Everything is going well. There haven't been any problems so far. The weather is bad here. It's rained every day since I arrived. It's good to see you again. We haven't seen each other for a long time. In the same way, we use the present perfect with today, this evening, this year, etc. when these periods are not finished at the time of speaking. I've had 4 cups of coffee today. Have you taken a vacation this year? I haven't seen Tom this morning, have you? Don is having a driving lesson. It's his first lesson. It's the first time he has driven a car. He hasn't driven a car before. He has never driven a car before. Sarah has lost her passport again. This is the second time this has happened. Andy is calling his girlfriend again. That's the 3rd time he's called her tonight. You can use the present perfect for new or recent happenings. I've emailed her, but she hasn't replied. You've done great work on the project. Congratulations. The police have arrested 2 people in connection with the robbery. I've repaired the washing machine. It's working okay now. Sally has had a baby. It's a boy. That's great news. Mozart was a composer. He wrote more than 300 pieces of music. My mother grew up in Chile. Somebody has invented a new type of washing machine. Who invented the telephone? The present perfect always tells us something about now. I'm sorry, but I've forgotten your name. Sally isn't here. She's gone out to the country for a few days. It stopped raining. He's changed it a lot. Sally went out to the country for a few days, but she's back now. It stopped raining for a while, but now it's raining again. Are you hungry? No, I just had lunch. What time is Mark leaving? He already left. Did it stop raining yet? Has it stopped raining yet? It's been raining. Is it raining? No, but the ground is wet. Ryan is very tired. He's been working hard. Why are you so tired? What have you been doing? I've been talking to Amanda and she agrees with me. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. It's been raining for 2 hours. It began raining 2 hours ago and it is still raining. How long has it been raining? It's been raining for 2 hours. How long have you been learning English? Ben is watching TV. He's been watching TV all day. Where have you been? I've been looking for you for the last half hour. Chris has been feeling well lately. We use the present perfect continuous in this way, especially with the how long, for, and since. The activity is still happening or has just stopped. You can use the present perfect continuous for repeated actions. Sylvia is a very good tennis player. She's been playing since she was 8. Every morning they meet in the same coffee shop. They've been going there for years. We need an umbrella. It's raining. Hurry up, we are waiting. Don't disturb me now, I'm working. I've been working hard. Now I'm going to have a break. The ground is wet. It's been raining. We've been waiting for an hour. There's paint on Kate's clothes. I've been painting my bedroom. Has been painting is the present perfect continuous. We are thinking about the activity. It does not matter whether it has been finished or not. In this example, the activity has not been finished. My hands are very dirty. I've been repairing my bike. Joe has been eating too much lately. He should eat less. It's nice to see you again. What have you been doing since we last met? Where have you been? Have you been playing tennis? How long have you been reading that book? Amy is writing emails. She's been writing emails all morning. They've been playing tennis since 2. I'm learning Arabic, but I haven't been learning it very long. I painted my bedroom. The bedroom was green. Now it is yellow. She has painted her bedroom. Here, the important thing is that something has been finished. She has painted is a completed action. We're thinking about the result of the activity, not the activity itself. My bike is okay again now. I've repaired it. Somebody has eaten all the chocolates. The box is empty. Where's the book I gave you? What have you done with it? Have you ever played tennis? How many pages of that book have you read? Amy has sent lots of emails this morning. They've played tennis 3 times this week. About the problem for a long time. How long have you had that camera? I'm learning Arabic, but I haven't learned very much yet. I've been meaning to phone Anna, but I keep forgetting. Dan and Kate are married. They got married exactly 20 years ago, so today is their 20th wedding anniversary. They have been married for 20 years. We use the present perfect to talk about something that began in the past and still continues now. Matt is in the hospital. He's been in the hospital since Monday. We know each other very well. We've known each other for a long time. Do they have a car? How long have they had their car? She's waiting for somebody. She hasn't been waiting very long. I've been learning English since January. It's been raining all morning. Richard has been doing the same job for 20 years. How long have you been driving? Since I was 17. How long have you known Jane? I've had these shoes for ages. Julia has been living in this house for a long time. How long have you been working here? I've always lived in the country. I haven't seen Tom since Monday. Sarah hasn't called for ages. We use for instance to say how long something has been happening. We've been waiting for 2 hours. We've been waiting since 8. Emily has been working here for 6 months. I haven't seen Tom for 3 days. Emily has been working here since April. I haven't seen Tom since Monday. We sometimes leave out 4. They've been married 10 years. They haven't had a vacation for 10 years. They haven't had the vacation in 10 years. I've lived here all my life. When did it start raining? It started raining an hour ago. How long has it been raining? It's been raining for an hour. When did Joe and Kate first meet? They first met when they were in high school. How long have they known each other? They've known each other since they were in high school. It's been 2 years since I last saw Joe. It's been ages since we went to the movies. How long has it been since Mrs. Hill died? We do not use the present perfect when we talk about a finished time. We use the past tense. It was very cold yesterday. Nick and Rachel arrived 10 minutes ago. Did you eat a lot of candy when you were a child? I got up late last night. I was very tired and went straight to bed. When did your friends arrive? What time did you finish work? Tom has lost his key. He can't get into the house. Is Carla here or has she left? Tom lost his key yesterday. He couldn't get into the house. When did Carla leave? I've done a lot of work today. We use the present perfect for a period of time that continues until now. I did a lot of work yesterday. We use the simple past for a finished time in the past. It hasn't rained this week. Have you seen Anna this morning? I don't know where Emma is. I haven't seen her. Have you seen Tim recently? I've been working here since 2010. We've been waiting for an hour. Jack lives in Los Angeles. He hasn't lived there for 7 years. I've never ridden a horse. It's the last day of your vacation. You say, it's been a really good vacation. I've really enjoyed it. After you come back from a vacation, you say, it was a really good vacation. I really enjoyed it. It didn't rain last week. Did you see Anna this morning? Did you see Tim on Sunday? I worked here from 2010 to 2014. Was Emma at the party on Sunday? I don't think so. I didn't see her. We waited for an hour. Jack lived in New York for 10 years. Now he lives in Los Angeles. I never rode a bike when I was a child. Sarah and Nick went to the same party last week, but they didn't see each other. Nick left the party at 10:30 and Sarah arrived at 11. So when Sarah arrived at the party, Nick wasn't there. He had gone home. Sometimes we talk about something that happened in the past. Sarah arrived at the party. This is the starting point of the story. Then, if we want to talk about things that happened before this time, we use the past perfect. When Sarah arrived at the party, Nick had already gone home. When we got home last night, we found that somebody had broken into the apartment. Lauren didn't come to the movies with us. She'd already seen the movie. At first I thought I'd done the right thing, but I soon realized that I'd made a big mistake. The people sitting next to me on the plane were nervous. They hadn't flown before. They'd never flown before. Who is that woman? I've seen her before, but I can't remember where. We aren't hungry. We've just had lunch. The house is dirty. They haven't cleaned it for weeks. I wasn't sure who she was. I'd seen her before, but I couldn't remember where. We weren't hungry. We just had lunch. The house was dirty. They hadn't cleaned it for weeks. Was Tom there when you arrived? Yes, but he left soon afterwards. Kate wasn't at home when I called. She was at her mother's house. Was Tom there when you arrived? No, he's already left. Kate had just gotten home when I called. She'd been at her mother's house. Yesterday morning, I got up and looked out the window. The sun was shining, but the ground was very wet. It had been raining. It was not raining when I looked out the window. The sun was shining. but it had been raining before. My hands were dirty because I'd been repairing my bike. Tim was tired when he got home. It's been working hard all day. I went to Mexico City a few years ago and stayed with a friend of mine. She hadn't been living there very long, but she knew the city very well. You can say that something had been happening before something else happened. We'd been playing tennis for about half an hour when it started to rain heavily. I hope the bus comes soon. I've been waiting for 20 minutes. The bus finally came. I'd been waiting for 20 minutes. It wasn't raining when we went out. The sun was shining. But it had been raining, so the ground was wet. Catherine was lying on the sofa. She was tired because she'd been working hard. We were good friends. We had known each other for years. A few years ago, Lisa cut her hair really short. I was surprised because she'd always had long hair. They have a new car. They've got a new car. Lisa has 2 brothers. I have a headache. I've got a headache. Our house has a small yard. Our house has got a small yard. He has a few problems. He's got a few problems. I have a driving lesson tomorrow. I've got a driving lesson tomorrow. We're enjoying our vacation. We have a nice room in the hotel. We've got a nice room in the hotel. Hannah had long hair when she was a child. Do you have any questions? Have you got any questions? Does she have a car? Has she got a car? I don't have any questions. I haven't got any questions. She doesn't have a car. She hasn't got a car. Did you have a car when you were living in Miami? I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't call you. Lisa had long hair, didn't she? Sometimes I have a sandwich for lunch. I've got some sandwiches. Would you like one? We're enjoying our vacation. We're having a great time. Mike is having trouble with his car. He often has trouble with his car. I usually have big breakfast. Where does Chris usually have lunch? Does he have trouble finding somewhere to stay? Nicole doesn't travel much these days. She prefers to stay at home. But she used to travel a lot. She used to go away 2 or 3 times a year. I used to play tennis a lot, but I don't play very much now. David used to spend a lot of money on clothes. These days, he can't afford it. Do you go to the movies much? Not now, but I used to. This building is now a furniture store. It used to be a movie theater. I used to think Mark was unfriendly, but now I realize he's a very nice person. I started drinking coffee recently. I never used to like it before. Jen used to have very long hair when she was a child. We used to live in a small village, but now we live in a city. There used to be 4 movie theaters in the city. Now there's only 1. Did you used to eat a lot of candy when you were a child? I didn't used to like him. I used to watch TV a lot. I was watching TV when rock cold. I used to live alone. I'm not used to living alone. This is Ben's diary for next week. Monday, 10 to 2 p.m. Tuesday, dentist to 10:10 a.m. He's playing tennis on Monday afternoon. He's going to the dentist on Tuesday morning. He's meeting Kate on Friday. In all these examples, Ben has already decided and arranged to do these things. What are you doing on Saturday night? I'm going to the movies. What time is Catherine arriving tomorrow? At 10:30. We're meeting her at the airport. I'm not working tomorrow, so we can go out somewhere. Ryan isn't playing football next Saturday. He hurt his leg. We do not normally use will to talk about what we have arranged to do. What are you doing tonight? Alex is getting married next month. We also use the present continuous for an action just before you start to do it. This happens especially with the verbs of movement. I'm tired. I'm going to bed now. Good night. Emily, are you ready yet? Yes, I'm coming. We use the simple present when we talk about schedules and programs. I have to go. My flight leaves at 11:30. What time does the movie start tonight? The meeting is at 9 tomorrow. You can use the simple present to talk about people if their plans are fixed as a schedule. I'll start my new job on Monday. What time do you finish work tomorrow? But the continuous is more usual for other personal arrangements. What time are you meeting Kate tomorrow? What time are you arriving? I'm going to the movies this evening. What time does the train arrive? The movie starts at 8:15. I have an exam next week. I'm going to do something means I have already decided to do it. I intend to do it. Are you going to eat anything? No, I'm not hungry. I heard Sarah won the lottery. What is she going to do with the money? She's going to buy a new car. I'm just going to make a quick phone call. Can you wait for me? This cheese smells horrible. I'm not going to eat it. I'm doing means it is already fixed or arranged. For example, you have arranged to go somewhere or meet somebody. I'm leaving next week. I've booked my flight. What time are you meeting Hannah this evening? I'm going to do something means I've decided to do it. Maybe I've arranged to do it, maybe not. Your shoes are dirty. Yes, I know. I'm going to polish them. I want to stay here. Tomorrow I'm going to look for another place to stay. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do about the problem. Often the difference is small and either form is possible. You can also say that something is going to happen in the future. The man isn't looking where he's going. He's going to walk into the wall. When we say that something is going to happen, the situation now makes this clear. The man is walking toward the word now, so you can see that he's going to walk into it. Look at those black clouds. It's going to rain. I feel terrible. I think I'm going to be sick. The economic situation is bad now, and things are going to get worse. I was going to do something. We were going to take the train, but then we decided to drive instead. I was just going to cross the street when somebody shouted, "Stop!" I thought it was going to rain, but it didn't. We use I'll when we just decided to do something. When we say I'll do something, we announce our decision. Oh, I left the door open. I'll go and shut it. I don't have time to talk to you now. I'll talk to you later. What would you like to drink? I'll have orange juice, please. Did you call Mike? Oh no, I forgot. I'll call him now. I'm a little hungry. I think I'll have something to eat. I don't think I'll go out tonight. I'm too tired. I can see you're busy, so I won't stay long. That bag looks heavy. I'll help you with it. Can you give Tom this book? Sure, I'll give it to him when I see him this afternoon. Thanks for lending me the money. I'll pay you back on Friday. I won't tell anyone what happened. I promise I'll help you. I've tried to give her advice, but she won't listen. The car won't start. Will you please turn the music down? It's too loud. We do not use will to talk about what has been decided or arranged before. I'm going on vacation next Saturday. I'm meeting Kate tomorrow morning. I'll meet you at 10:30, okay? Fine, see you then. We do not use will to say what somebody has already arranged or decided to do. Emily's working next week. Are you going to watch TV this evening? We use will to say what we know or believe about the future. Kate has her driving test next week. Do you think Kate will pass? Joe believes that Kate will pass the driving test. When we predict a future happening or situation, we use will or want. Yes, she is a good driver. She'll pass easily. They've been away a long time. When they return, they'll see a lot of changes here. Where will you be this time next year? I'll be in Japan. The plate is hot. If you touch it, you'll burn yourself. Anna looks completely different now. You won't recognize her. When will you find out how you did on the exam? I think James is going to the party on Friday. I think James will go to the party on Friday. I'll probably be home late tonight. I expect the test will take 2 hours. Don't worry about the exam. I'm sure you'll pass. Do you think Sarah will like the present we bought her? I don't think the exam will be very difficult. I guess your parents will be tired after their trip. When do you suppose Jen and Mike will get married? I doubt you'll need the heavy coat in Las Vegas. It's usually hot there. I wonder what will happen. I hope Kate passes the driving test. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. Generally, we use will to talk about the future, but we sometimes use will to talk about now. Don't call Amy now. She'll be busy. We use will to announce a new decision. Sarah is talking to Kate. Let's have a party. The party is a new idea. That's a great idea. We'll invite lots of people. We use be going to when we have already decided to do something. Later today, Kate meets Rob. Sarah and I have decided to have a party. We're going to invite lots of people. Kate had already decided to invite lots of people before she spoke to Rob. Kevin has been trying to contact you. Has he? Okay, I'll call him. Kevin has been trying to contact you. Yes, I know. I'm going to call him. Anna is in the hospital. Really? I didn't know. I'll go and visit her. Anna is in the hospital. Yes, I know. I'm going to visit her tonight. We use both will and going to for predicting future happenings and situations. I think the weather will be nice later. I think the weather is going to be nice later. Those shoes are well made. They'll last a long time. Those shoes are well made. They're going to last a long time. When we say something is going to happen, we believe this because of the situation now. What is happening now shows that something is going to happen in the future. Look at those black clouds. It's going to rain. We're going to be late. The meeting starts in 5 minutes and it takes 15 minutes to get there. Jane will be late for the meeting. She's always late. These people are waiting in line to get into the movie theater. Half an hour from now, the movie theater will be full. Everyone will be watching the movie. Three hours from now, the movie theater will be empty. The movie will have finished. Everyone will have gone home. I'll be doing something means I'll be in the middle of doing it. This time next week, I'll be on vacation. I'll be lying on the beach or swimming in the ocean. You have no chance of getting the job. You'll be wasting your time if you apply. Don't phone between 7 and 8. We'll be eating. Let's wait for Liz to arrive and then we'll eat. At 10 yesterday, Tina was in her office. She was working. It's 10 now. She's in her office. She's working. At 10 tomorrow, she'll be in her office. She'll be working. We also use will be ing to talk about complete actions in the future. When we use it in this way, I'll be doing is similar to I'll do and I'm going to. The government will be making a statement about the crisis later today. Later in the program, I'll be talking to the Minister of Education. The team's star player is injured and won't be playing the game on Saturday. I'll have done something means it will be complete before time in the future. Emily always leaves for work at 8:30 in the morning. She won't be at home at 9. She'll have gone to work. We are late. The movie will already have started by the time we get to the theater. Michael and Amy have been married for 24 years. Next year, they will have been married for 25 years. When their son was born, they had been married for 3 years. Amy is on a train. She is calling a friend. I'll call you again when I arrive. I'll call you again when I arrive is a sentence with 2 parts, the main part and when. The time is future, but Amy says when I arrive. We say when I do something when something happens. We'll go out to when it stops raining. When you're here again, you have to come and see us. Don't forget to lock the door when you go out. The same thing happens after, while, before, after, as soon as, until. What are you going to do while I'm away? Before we go, there's something I want to ask you. Wait here until I come back. You can also use the present perfect. Can I read your magazine when you've finished with it? Don't say anything while Chris is here. Wait until he has gone. We use the present perfect to show that the one thing is complete before the other. The two things do not happen together. When I've called Kate, we can go out. Do not use the present perfect if the two things happen together. When I call Kate, I'll ask her about the party. I'll come as soon as I finish. I'll come as soon as I've finished. You'll feel better after you've had something to eat. I'll be angry if it happens again. Hurry up. If we don't hurry, we'll be late. We use if for things that will possibly happen. If it is raining this evening, I won't go out. Don't worry if I'm late tonight. If they don't come soon, I'm not going to wait for them. We use when for things which are sure to happen. I might go out later. If I go out, I'll get some bread. I'm going out later. When I go out, I'll get some bread. We use can to say that something is possible or allowed, or that somebody has the ability to do something. We can see the lake from our hotel. I don't have a pen. You can use mine. Can you speak any foreign languages? I can come and see it tomorrow if you want. The word drink can be a noun or a verb. I'm afraid I can't come to the party on Friday. We're able to see the lake from our hotel. can't sleep. I haven't been able to sleep lately. Tom can come tomorrow. Tom might be able to come tomorrow. Mary can speak French, Spanish, and English. Applicants for the job must be able to speak 2 foreign languages. We had a lovely room in the hotel. We could see the lake. As soon as I walked into the room, I could smell gas. I was just sitting at the back of the theater and couldn't hear very well. My grandfather could speak 5 languages. We were totally free. We could do what we wanted. I could see them, but not very clearly. But to say that somebody succeeded in doing something in a specific situation, we normally use was were able to or manage it to. The fire spread quickly, but everybody was able to escape. I didn't know where John was, but I finally managed to find him. Jack was an excellent tennis player when he was younger. He could beat anybody. Jack and Andy played tennis yesterday. Andy played well, but Jack managed to beat him. My father couldn't swim. I looked for John everywhere, but I couldn't find him. Andy played well, but he couldn't beat Jack. Sometimes could is the past of can. Listen, I can hear something. I listened. I could hear something. But could is not always past. We also use could for possible actions now or in the future, especially to make suggestions. What should we do tonight? We could go to the movies. You go to New York next month? You can stay with Sarah. Yes, I suppose I could. We also use could for actions that are not realistic. I'm so tired, I could sleep for a week. I can stay with Sarah when I go to New York. Maybe I could stay with Sarah when I go to New York. This is a wonderful place. I could stay here forever. We also use could to say that something is possible now or in the future. The story could be true, but I don't think it is. I don't know what time Olivia is coming. She could get here at any time. The weather can change very quickly in the mountains. The weather is nice now, but it could change later. I'm so tired, I could sleep for a week. I was so tired, I could have slept for a week. The situation is bad, but it could be worse. The situation was bad, but it could have been worse. Why did you stay at a hotel? You could have stayed with me. David was lucky. He could have hurt himself when he fell, but he's alright. I couldn't live in a big city. I'd hate it. Everything is fine right now. Things couldn't be better. We had a really good vacation. It couldn't have been better. Note that I couldn't do something has two meanings. I couldn't run 10 kilometers now. I'm not fit enough. I couldn't run yesterday because I'd hurt my leg. My house is very close to the highway. It must be very noisy. You've been traveling all day. You must be tired. Joe is a hard worker. Joe? You must be kidding. He doesn't do anything. Liz must get very bored in a job. She does the same thing every day. Their car isn't outside their house. They must not be home. Tony said that he would be here by 9:30. It's 10 now and he's never late. He must not be coming. They haven't lived here for very long. They must not know many people. I lost one of my gloves. I must have dropped it somewhere. There's nobody home. They must have gone out. We used to live very close to the highway. You did? It must have been noisy. Sarah hasn't contacted me. She must not have gotten my message. Justin walked into a wall. He must not have been looking where he was going. How can you say that? You can't be serious. Joe wants something to eat. But he just had lunch. He can't be hungry already. I offer Olivia something to eat, but she doesn't want anything. She must not be hungry. You're looking for Ben. Nobody is sure where he is, but you get some suggestions. Where's Ben? He may be in his office. He might be having lunch. Ask Kate, she might know. We use may or might to say that something is possible. Usually, you can use may or might. It may be true. It might be true. She might know. She may know. It may not be true. She might not know. Is it true? Maybe, I'm not sure. I wonder why Kate didn't answer her phone. She may have been asleep. I can't find my phone anywhere. You might have left it at work. Why wasn't Amy at the meeting yesterday? She might not have known about it. I wonder why David was in such a bad mood yesterday. He may not have been feeling well. It is a strange story, but it could be true. You could have left your phone at work. Sarah couldn't have received my message, otherwise she would have replied. Why hasn't Sarah replied to my message? I suppose she might not have received it. We use may and might to talk about possible actions or events in the future. I haven't decided where to go on vacation. I might go to Hawaii. Take an umbrella with you. It might rain later. The bus isn't always on time. We might have to wait a few minutes. Amy may not go out tonight. She isn't feeling well. There might not be enough time to discuss everything at the meeting. I'm going to buy a car. I may buy a car. I might buy a car. I may go to Hawaii. I might go to Hawaii. Julia might be able to help you. Julia may be able to help you. If they paid me better, I might work harder. Don't phone at 8:30. I'll be watching football on TV. Don't phone at 8:30. I might be watching football on TV. I'm going to Hawaii soon. I might be going to Hawaii soon. Helen and Claire have just missed the bus. The buses run every hour. What should we do? Should we walk? We might as well. It's a nice day and we don't want to wait here for an hour. We might as well do something means we should do it because there is no better alternative. There's no reason not to do it. What time are you going out? Well, I'm ready, so I might as well go now. Buses are so expensive these days. You might as well take a taxi. I have to do something means it is necessary to do it. I'm obligated to do it. You can't turn right here. You have to turn left. I have to wear glasses for reading. Robert can't come out with us this evening. He has to work late. Last week, Emily broke her arm and had to go to the hospital. I haven't had to go to the doctor for ages. What do I have to do to get a new driver's license? Karen doesn't have to work Saturdays. Did you have to wait a long time for a bus? No, only 10 minutes. They can't repair my computer, so I'll have to buy a new one. I'm going to have to buy a new one. We might have to change our plans. We may have to change our plans. The economic situation is bad. The government must do something about it. We must reduce pollution to help future generations. You must stop working all the time. Get out and have some fun. But have to is more common than must. We use must especially in written rules and instructions. Applications for the job must be received by May 18th. Seatbelts must be worn. I went to the meeting yesterday, but I had to leave early. Must not and don't have to are completely different. You must keep this a secret. You must not tell anyone. The exam is really important. I must not fail it. You don't have to come with me. I can go alone. I don't have to be at the meeting, but I'm going anyway.